In the digital age, danger lurks behind every swipe. Immerse yourself in the world of fast-paced dating apps where love is just a swipe away, or so we're led to believe. Picture this: a charismatic figure, a modern-day Casanova. His charm is magnetic, his words enchanting. He appears like any other hopeful singleton on platforms like Tinder, seeking connection in the chaos of the cyber world. However, beneath this veneer of charm and allure, a sinister plot slowly unfurls. This isn't a tale of love or romance, but a chilling narrative of deceit and manipulation. The protagonist of our story isn't a knight in shining armor, but a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's not looking for love, he's hunting. His weapon, charm, his prey, the unsuspecting and hopeful. As this chilling saga unfolds, remember this: but little did they know, the most terrifying monsters are those that hide in plain sight. Behind the captivating profile picture and the charming messages, a sinister plot unfolds. Imagine, if you will, a world where appearances are deceiving. A world where the seemingly perfect match hides a web of lies and deceit. This was the world inhabited by our suave swindler. He was a master of manipulation, skilled in the art of charm and persuasion. A modern-day Lothario who used the digital platform of Tinder as his hunting ground. His strategy was simple yet effective. He would create a captivating profile, complete with an enticing picture, a handsome face, a winning smile, the perfect bait to lure in unsuspecting victims. The profile was a meticulously crafted facade designed to portray a man of wealth, intellect, and sophistication. The kind of man that would make any heart flutter with anticipation. Once the swipe right confirmed the interest, the charming charade would commence. His messages were always engaging, filled with wit and warmth. He was a master wordsmith, knowing exactly what to say to make someone feel special. He would share stories of his fascinating life, tales of exotic travels, and impressive accomplishments. He would shower his victims with compliments, making them feel like they were the only person in the world who mattered. But this was all part of the game, a calculated move in his sinister scheme. Every message sent, every compliment given was a step towards gaining his victims' trust. And once he had their trust, he could manipulate them to his heart's content. This was not a man in search of love, but a predator on the prowl. And so, his victims fell, one by one, into his carefully laid trap. They were drawn in by his charm, his charisma, his captivating persona. They saw what he wanted them to see, blinded by the illusion he had so expertly crafted. Beneath the charm and charisma, a wolf lurked, ready to pounce. The charming charade was just the beginning of a haunting tale that would leave a trail of heartbreak and devastation in its wake. The dance of deception began, weaving a web of lies and false promises. As if choreographed in a ballet of betrayal, the swindler started his performance. He spun tales of grandeur, of a life filled with luxury and opulence. A life he claimed he was eager to share with the ones he'd ensnared in his trap. The stage was his canvas and the lies his paint. He painted a picture so vivid, so compelling that it was almost impossible not to believe him. He promised them the world with tales of far-off lands and exotic adventures. He promised them companionship, with whispers of a shared future and a love that transcends time. He promised them security with assurances of financial stability and a life free of worry. But these were nothing more than empty words, hollow promises designed to lure his victims deeper into his trap. The manipulation didn't stop at promises. He employed a range of tactics to keep his victims hooked. He showered them with affection and attention, making them feel special, loved, cherished. He confided in them, shared secrets that made them feel trusted and valued. He made them feel like they were the only one, the chosen one. But the most cunning tactic of all was his ability to play the victim. He spun tales of past betrayals, of heartaches and losses that tugged at the heartstrings. He made them believe he was the one in need of saving, flipping the script so subtly that they didn't even realize they were the ones being played. The dance of deception was a masterful performance, a symphony of lies and manipulation that left the victims entranced, oblivious to the danger they were in. They were drawn into the rhythm, led by the swindler's deceitful steps, completely unaware of the treacherous path they were dancing on. The stage was set, and the victims, unsuspecting, were drawn into the deadly waltz. Just when everything seemed perfect, the illusion began to shatter. In a world where love was just a swipe away, the first signs of suspicion began to surface. The victims, once basking in the glow of romance, started to sense that something was amiss. It was as though the veil had lifted, revealing a hint of something far from the charming persona they had fallen for. Their once dreamy love story was gradually becoming a chilling nightmare. These brave souls blinded by love began to seek answers, and as they dug deeper they found themselves entangled in a web of lies and deceit. Bank statements and lavish gifts that didn't add up, mysterious phone calls and hushed conversations became startling red flags. The picture-perfect life they were promised started to crumble, replaced by a terrifying reality that was far from the fairy tale they were sold. They banded together, pooling their resources and courage to investigate the man who had wooed them. Each piece of evidence they gathered painted an increasingly horrifying picture. The man they thought they knew was, in truth, a master manipulator, an expert in the art of deception. As they unraveled the truth, their hearts pounded with fear and betrayal. The man they had shared their dreams and secrets with was not a Prince Charming, but a predator. They discovered a trail of victims just like them, all left in financial and emotional ruin. This was no ordinary swindler. He was a serial heartbreaker who used the guise of love as his weapon of choice. The truth was a hard pill to swallow. The victims found themselves questioning their judgment, their worth, and their ability to trust again. Yet, despite the pain and betrayal, they found strength in their collective struggle. They resolved to expose the man behind the mask and bring him to justice. Behind the mask of a lover, the face of a swindler began to emerge. This haunting tale of the Tinder Swindler is a chilling reminder that not all that glitters is gold, and sometimes the monsters we fear are not under our beds, but in our hearts. The house of cards was about to collapse. As the web of lies woven by the Tinder Swindler began to unravel, the victims found themselves on a roller coaster ride of emotions. The once charming figure, now exposed as a fraud, faced a dramatic downfall. It was a chilling spectacle to witness, a haunting manifestation of betrayal and deceit. The victims, once entranced by his charisma, now rallied together in their fight for justice. United by their shared experiences, they became a formidable force. They sought to expose the truth, to ensure that the man who had manipulated and exploited them would face the consequences of his actions. As the trial began, the courtroom buzzed with tension. The swindler, once so confident and self-assured, sat uncomfortably in the dock, his facade crumbling under the weight of the evidence stacked against him. The victims watched, their eyes filled with a mix of anticipation and apprehension. The proceedings were fraught with shocking revelations. Accounts of extravagant lifestyles funded by deceit, of broken trust and shattered dreams filled the air. The swindler's web of lies was finally exposed in its entirety, its complexity and audacity leaving those present in the courtroom stunned. The man who had once seemed so charming and charismatic was revealed to be a master manipulator, a predator preying on the unsuspecting. The verdict, when it came, was unanimous. The swindler was found guilty on all counts. The courtroom erupted into a mix of relief and triumph. The victims, their faces etched with the scars of their ordeal, embraced each other. They had fought for justice and they had won. However, while the swindler's downfall brought some closure, it didn't erase the pain of the past. The victims still bore the scars of their encounter with him, a chilling reminder of the dangers lurking in the world of online dating. In the end, justice had its day, but the scars of deceit remained. Despite the victory, the haunting tale of the Tinder Swindler served as a stark reminder of the dark side of the digital age. In the aftermath, a haunting tale of deceit, manipulation, and betrayal lingered. The echoes of the Tinder Swindler's actions reverberated through the lives of those he had entrapped in his web of lies. The victims, once filled with hope and anticipation, were left to grapple with the harsh reality of their experience. The aftermath was not merely a period of recovery, but also a time of reflection. Reflection on the vulnerabilities that had been exploited, the trust that had been shattered, and the emotional toll that had been exacted. The victims learned the hard way that in the realm of digital dating, not every profile tells the whole truth, and not every match is a potential soulmate. The enduring impact of this crime serves as a stark warning to others navigating the complex world of online romance. In the world of digital dating, the haunting tale of the Tinder Swindler serves as a chilling reminder: not all that glitters is gold.